offense. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Rams at 500, 7-7 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Stafford. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Now it's Mixon running right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. He's got room at the 30. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
53,
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. From the 50, it's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they moved the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to Mixon on second down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And the pitch goes to Mixon. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 40 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Monday.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Tutu Atwell. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Now Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. first down. Wilson gets it to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. To throw again on second down. Wilson finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Wilson is going to keep it.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. On third and goal, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They throw it out right complete. Touchdown! Tim Patrick as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Play action. Stafford. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Up right. Libra.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Take it at the 37. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
Right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson. As he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by McManus is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
So that, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
On first down at Stafford. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Slot man moves right. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, 22! Hey! 53! Ready?
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
10.
He's going to find Atwell open downfield.
Touchdown, LA!
2-2 Atwell.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Stafford. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. They still can't get him. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
20. Zero.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Again, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Wilson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
Now Wilson.
On time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell.
He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams. Touchdown. And a bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws. Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, somebody lit a fire in that offense during the break, Charles. Really a travel intermission.